Now, I'm going to do my best to try to make this as quick as possible, right? Because I know people in general have such a short attention span that after the first 20 seconds or something, they tune out. So here we go. And also, by the way, pardon all the noises you hear in the background. It is what it is. Now, in a previous video, I talked about the mental health of our kids, right? But what also goes into the mental health of our children is the subject of bullying, okay? Because bullying, when it's left unchecked, leaves a permanent mental and emotional scar on these kids that they're going to take well into their adulthood. And God forbid, if they decide to get married when they become adults and they decide to have kids of their own. What do you think they're going to do with all that trauma they have pent up inside of them, right? They're going to take it out on their family, when in reality, they shouldn't be doing that. Because it really trips me out how, when it comes to bullies, especially when these kids go to school, right? They will tell the teacher, tell the principal, tell the staff, I'm being picked on. Just for most of these teachers and most of these faculty members to tell them nothing we can do about it, and they turn the other cheek. But God forbid, the kid that's being picked on decides that enough is enough, and they decide to crash out, wig out, whatever you want to call it. Now we have a problem with mental health. And God forbid, even further, if they decide to bring a pistol to the school and handle business that way. And now we want to talk about, not only is it a mental health problem, but it's also a gun control problem, okay? And when it comes to kids being picked on, all right, you have some parents out here who have this mentality of, let me tell you like this, if you get your ass whooped at school, guess what? I'm gonna whoop your ass when you get home. And I'm going, now how does that solve the problem of kids being picked on? Because not only do they have to deal with being bullied at school, they got to worry about it, catching it at home too, right? So at what point do we as adults, the village, the teachers, the parents, the community, when do you put a stop to it? Well, first and furthermore, you got to understand too, children are human beings, just like how we are. They're just going to grow up and be even bigger human beings, okay? And the reason why I also brought this up too, this subject, because look at what happened, last week in Chicago with their mom and her kids got jumped up by their mother's children, right? Their mom said she went up to the school plenty of times to tell them what was going on, and nothing happened. Other cheek got turned. Now that it's a big deal, it's nationwide, now people want to sit up there and actually take action or have a reaction to it, okay? But seriously though, being a bully, it's not cool at all. And also, if you're the parent of a child that likes to bully somebody, in my honest opinion, that is a form of child abuse within itself. It is. When you allow your child to pick on another kid and you're not taking accountability for it, that is a form of child abuse. Neglecting a kid that's being picked on is child abuse. And then you wonder the reason why when they get older, they carry all this generational trauma with them. And to be honest with you, I'm tired of it. I'm sick of it. And if this pisses off some people because I'm saying what I'm saying, it is what it is. But me, as a grown man, I hate bullies. I'm tired of it. And something needs to be done about it. People are going to say it's not going to go anywhere, but we should not have to wait for the person who has been provoked to retaliate before somebody actually wants to do something about it. But yeah, that's just my little rant on bullying, how it relates to, the mental health of our kids. Comments, open, want to have a discussion about it, let's do it, but be respectful. But yeah, we got to do better by these kids, and we need to address bullying and take care of it and nip it right in the ass before it becomes something even bigger later on down the road. Just saying.